I want to do a one-arm pull-up. It's a very difficult movement, and I've started training to achieve it. Working as a PT, I have a lot of knowledge that I can use in order to do this. So I'm going to talk through a bit of that now, and then I'm going to go down and do a full back and biceps workout as part of my progression to hopefully hit this. So what are the primary muscles involved in doing a one-arm chin-up? Well, of course, the latissimus dorsi, huge extrinsic muscle of the back, meaning that its function is to move the limbs rather than an intrinsic muscle of the back whose functionality is mainly regarding the trunk. Now, I'm gonna Google this because otherwise I will spout bullshit. I know the insertion of the lat, but the origin is... Here we go. Lower 6 thoracic vertebrae, T7 to T12, thoracolumbar fascia, the posterior iliac crest, the lower 3rd to 4th ribs, and the inferior angle of the scapula. It's a big-ass muscle. Largest skeletal muscle in the human body, and its insertion, which is the most important point about it, onto the floor of the intertubercular sulcus, which is right here. Yes, it's actually on the front of the arm. So this big back muscle comes across the body and inserts onto the front of your humerus about here. And this insertion point is the most impactful for my training. Because when you're choosing exercises for a particular goal, it's important to choose exercises that mirror the functionality or enable the functionality of the goal. And the brachialis. Brachialis originates from the anterior of the humerus and inserts onto the ulnar tuberosity, which is right here, a bit onto the coronoid process of the ulna as well. The brachialis is the primary flexor of the arm, not the biceps brachii. Biceps brachii crosses both the elbow and the shoulder. It's the only muscle to do so, so it facilitates flexion as well as supination at the forearm, but also flexion of the arm at the shoulder, so this movement as well, which, as you'll notice, is not really heavily demanded in a one-arm chin-up, is it? We're pulling down here, we're not flexing. So lat brachialis. Now, flexion of the forearm at the elbow is by the by, we can do that with a lot of movement. But the insertion of the latissimus dorsi is key to how we train it. You may have heard a recommendation that you should include a vertical pull and a horizontal pull. There's a very good reason for this. If we look at some of the biggest, most form-intensive exercises out there, deadlift, squat, so much of the form is about getting that bar path straight. Point A to point B, bar moves in a straight line, because it's the least amount of effort for the greatest result. We can take lessons from that in our back work, because working as a PT, what I see a lot of people doing is combining the two. For example, in a wide grip lat pull down, I see this. You might be like, why is that wrong? Well, it's not wrong. You are recruiting latissimus dorsi, but it's not optimal training. Because in the lat pull down, with the weight above you, the resistance is vertical. You want to be pulling down. As soon as you start pulling back, you're essentially creating a lever. Instead of pulling parallel to the resistance, you're now pulling lateral to it. And there's almost no additional resistance created. You're not pulling anymore. You're just doing this. So that's why in back training we have a vertical pull where we're pulling against resistance, and we have a horizontal pull where we're pulling against resistance that way. And we try not to combine the two. A really good way to think about this practically for you in your training is to think about where your elbow goes. Because the insertion of the lat is here, right? Floor of the intertubercular sulcus or anterior of the humerus. So when your lat is pulling, right, your elbow is always going to be a good example of what your lat is doing, because your lat cannot facilitate a motion that is not followed by your elbow. So it's important, what you see in all of the exercises that I do, is that my pull is either strictly vertical, parallel to the line of resistance, or strictly horizontal, parallel to the line of resistance. What we don't want to do in any exercise, chin up, lat pull down, whatever the case, we don't want to take resistance that is vertical, pull down, down and down and down and down, and get to a point where at the bottom, instead of pulling down, we start pulling backwards. This is adding very, very little, because the fibers that are contracting from your latissimus dorsi are basically getting no additional stimulus by pulling back, assuming the resistance is vertical. So next time you're doing lat pull downs or pull-ups, watch your elbows, because the proper form is not this. Right? If your forearm starts flattening out, or your elbow starts going excessively backwards, you've gone too far, and you would get better results by instead watching your elbow and pulling it directly parallel to the line of resistance. So down to there. If I go further, my forearm starts flattening out and my elbow starts going back. Don't do this. It's inoptimal training. So those are the lessons that I'm carrying with me today. We're going to start out with some eccentrics, some weighted pull-ups. It's going to be fun. Then we're going to do some bicep work. I'm still on a cutting phase at the moment, so we're not adding any cheat reps or anything like that. It's strictly to form. But yeah, it should be fun. Let's go down, keep me company, have fun.
Quixotic thoughts are not modest, but big dreams seem the theme to my wattage. So bright the beams in my cottage, at home with 100 watts, so don't dodge it. Pro libertate, compadre, we need freedom all day and always. No congestion, Mucinex Beck and fuck 83, I'm on the old Falls Way. That's the scenic route for those laymen too. The hot route through the full one, ooh, oh, he did it again, what you gon' do? The cliche more played than the Blue Man Group. I never tried to be played cause it seemed uncool. Some promotions pulling teeth from me without those tools. I figured out a way to break those doubting fools. A hand up, a man up, and drop those jewels. With the deuces up high for my ever-loving posse. Can't explain the love I have knowing y'all behind me. YE, one of these days we'll hit Hawaii. Head west like A West, no more YE. No more questions, no more guessing. On why we split, real life takes time and we didn't have enough of it. And I've been roughing it, soon enough we'll be back and have a great time like yeah. Talk about it now, cause they keep pulling us down. But I ain't stopping, cause all I see are green lights. And even when I'm wrong, I mean right. Please believe I know I'm gonna need to revise. But this life don't give retries, so I'm on it. And up at the break of dawn, working hard just to shake the yawns. Talk about it now, cause they keep pulling us down. They keep pulling us down. But I ain't stopping, cause all I see are green lights. And all I wanna do is buy brunch for my friends and cop my mama BM dub. But right now I'm quite broke for the sacrifice. So trust me, I send this with love. Talk about it now. The whole world plagued with ailments. I just eat my trail mix. Unconvinced about the who, what, where, and how, and why life's like one big tailspin. No more pale shit. The color commentary is bright. With y'all help, I'll get right. My pops told me that he loves that I'm on my dream. And goddamn, that shit felt nice, so I ain't stopping shit. Therapy when I cut to the chase, and with me you get no red tape. There's no barricade between you, me, and all the music. If you gotta still hate, then hate whatever gets you through. I'm on it, sip the St. Pauli. Call me an alky, fuck it, y'all call me. Pop tops off, the Christians get ornery. Recognize the good for good, stay off me. Lay off the hate, y'all, I'll never betray. Whoever try to say otherwise is utterly baked. Put my life in every line, that ain't up for debate. Here's a toast to everybody trying to find their way, so let's go. Talk about it now, cause they keep pulling us down. But I ain't stopping, cause all I see are green lights. And even when I'm wrong, I mean right. Please believe I know I'm gonna need to revise. But this life don't give retries, so I'm on it. And up at the break of dawn, working hard just to shake the yawns. Talk about it now, cause they keep pulling us down. But I ain't stopping, cause all I see are green lights. And even when I'm wrong, I mean right. Please believe I know I'm gonna need to revise. But this life don't give retries, so I'm on it. And up at the break of dawn, working hard just to shake the yawns. Talk about it now, they keep pulling us down. They keep pulling us down. But I ain't stopping, cause all I see are green lights. And even when I'm wrong, I mean right. Please believe I know I'm gonna need to revise. But this life don't give retries, so I'm on it. And up at the break of dawn, working hard just to shake the yawns. Talk about it now.
Tired of screwing up, tired of going down, tired of myself, tired of this town.
Yeah, Freestyle Friday number 17. My name is E-Double, his name is Tom Petty, and here we go. Small pond, big pond, the fish are the only difference. City out of harmony, lingering on the dissonance. Fishermen wrapping up citizens with their fishing nets. Sometimes chemical, some played old imprisonment. Dissidents laughing at themselves as if they had a voice. Acting like technology really gives them a better choice. Protect the borders as we stack up our elitism. Defeatism is what we pretend that we keep believing in. I'm straddling both lines, the quietest revolt. Politicians fake like they caring that we vote. Legalese verbal boast, cause if it's plain English, then that's ADD riddle, and riddle children might get it. And if they do, then you're fucked. When they know what's up, you might start seeing public servants dressed as little punks. No tie, no suit, they just looking for some truth. Campaign funds came from hacked ATM booths. Talking grassroots, man, they talking run and shoot. I just sit back and figure out what the fuck to do, and of course I want the loot. Everyone deserves the freedom first, trying to find a balance between callous and liberal bleeding. One hand in my pocket, one fist in the air. White guy from the suburbs, like I probably shouldn't care. But fuck this establishment, I really ain't having it. Manipulate like Machiavelli until I'm grabbing it.
I feel summer creeping in it up. I feel summer creeping in it up. I feel summer creeping in it up. Tired of this town.
Me 2-time shift gear, 6th gear, mash it till I get there. Philadelphia state of mind until I get my head clear. DMV stand up, Baltimore and what? The politics of everything suck, so just man up. Don't know what to stand for, at least I'm still upright. Even those on the down low can be uptight. Not me, I'm me, balls in my hand when I'm spitting, cause my potency's stronger than any man's. And I'm never laying down, feet are not in the sand. Only vacations we get are at the bottom of a glass. Top me off again, popping vodka for a tan. This fifth is like a time machine, a weekend in Japan. Line by line, my rhymes revealing what's inside of me. Nothing to be proud of, but at least I get it out of me. How did he trick the doctor out of a lobotomy? Whatever he's got, you'll probably be put inside a bottle. Please, FDA approval, then it fixes the economy. Rationality becomes a standard for the commonly. Less bombings and a sharp decline in who's in poverty. Suddenly the Nobel Peace Prize goes to a rhyme like bang.
I feel summer creeping in it up. I feel summer creeping in it up. I feel summer creeping in it up. Tired of this town.
I try to look for goodness even when I see bad. I've seen some souls be friendly, I've seen some feet get loose. I've had some people in my life who know just what it do. I try to look for goodness even when I see bad. '98 when I made my first beat tape, I was tripping, I was thinking I could be great. 4-track test cam in my briefcase, back when I got my Jordan straight up out of East Bay. I was just 15 with some big dreams, big shoes, big heart, no big screen, big talls, big balls, no fig leaves, double XL, well before I spit at 16. I was tripping, I was waiting for the right time. I was tripping, I was looking for the right place. I was tripping, I was searching for the right words. Took a wrong turn, now my head is in the right space. I was tripping, I was taking all the wrong pills. I was tripping, I was writing all the wrong wrongs. I was tripping, I was writing all the right songs. Looking for a miracle, you're fucking with the right one. I've seen some souls be friendly, I've seen some feet get loose. I've had some people in my life who know just what it do. I try to look for goodness even when I see bad. I guess it started with a big bang, like a gunshot. Then the fall came, and we all stopped. Never school for the fools when the sun dropped. We were having mad fun running from the young cops. I was on that low brow, thinking too much. Cynicism hit me early like the cold crush. Did the knowledge into college and I froze up. Realized I ain't even working on my post up. Had a good shot though, with a big chip, but my shoulders would be holding to that dope shit. I was thinking about rhymes, I was dreaming about beats. I was biding my time, I was sowing these seeds. I was too cold to know that I ain't old enough, too grown to know that I ain't growing up. Two tones was home, so just throw it up. Black Paisley is back, so just pull it up. I seen some souls be friendly, I seen some feet get loose. I've had some people in my life who know just what.
I hope you very much enjoyed that, everyone. Please do check out workoutways.co.uk if you want to see more about what I do, and stick about on this channel for more gym vlogs and educational content. Do post any questions you have in the comments and I'll be quick to give you an answer as soon as I can. Bye bye.